Hey yo, it's Brian here. Today, talking about the San Francisco 49ers face scam style. Sorry if the video quality isn't the best. I couldn't find my webcam in my house, but I gotta get a new one anyways. It's time for an upgrade. Hopefully I can get a 4K style webcam to show you guys my face, but right now I'm using my MacBook camera. If you guys don't like it, then I apologize, but that's all I could work with right now. Anyways, gonna be talking about our quarterback, our man Brock Purdy. I talked about him pretty much all offseason long. A lot of my videos were about him. Now the season's coming up. Expectations here now. Purdy, hopefully he can perform really well. Hopefully it's not a one-hit wonder thing. I keep saying that every video that I talk about Purdy. Very important that he plays really well for us. He does have the great talent that he expected from last year. He has Christian McCaffrey for a full year. He has all our skill position players. I can name all of those players, but I think you guys know by now who they are. Could be doing some predictions on statistics where I think he can place in terms of quarterback pedestals from top 10, top 5, even number 1. That'd be cool right there. I'll be predicting that in a second. So, as always, I hope you guys are having a great Friday. Nothing too crazy for me. Always like saying nothing too crazy for me because right now my personal life have nothing too crazy going on. Football season is about, I'd say, 8-9 days away as of this recording. I can't wait to see San Francisco at Pittsburgh week 1, and then we play the Rams very early on in Los Angeles. That's another home game for us. So honestly, we have about like 8 or 9 home games. We don't just have the standard home games at Levi's. We have it everywhere. I expect to see a lot of 49er fans in Pittsburgh. Wouldn't be surprising at all. That's going to be a fun matchup right there. Don't sleep on them if you are sleeping on them. They look like a really quality team from on the rise. I wouldn't say they're the best team, but they're definitely on the rise with Kenny Pickett leading them as their quarterback. You got 2 young quarterbacks. That's going to be a lot of fun right there. Can't wait to talk about it this Monday and Tuesday. All right, so looking at Brock Purdy, everything I like about him when I saw last year, I think the turnovers, he doesn't really turn the ball over too much. He takes care of the ball for the most part. That's something that a lot of people were concerned about with Jimmy Garoppolo when he was the quarterback was, is he going to turn the ball over? Every time he threw the ball, you were really worried. Was he going to go to the other team? Purdy, for the most part, he did a pretty good job last year of not turning the ball over too much. I think he had some interceptions, but there were a lot of tipped ones or anything like that. It wasn't anything out of ignorance or anything like that. Liking the way he plays football, he plays with conviction. He's been playing for a long time. My favorite play of all time is the fake pump twice to George Kittle against Seattle. That was just an all-time great play. And then at the end of the game, he was able to get that first down and end the game right there. That's pretty cool. This guy is a fighter. I like it. All our quarterbacks have been quality to pretty good, but we haven't had a standout quarterback yet. Hopefully Purdy will be that standout quarterback once this season rolls. A lot of people, as I said, a lot of expectations for him. I think he's going to exceed them and pass them. That's what we're hoping for. We just want to look for a franchise quarterback. We're tired of looking for one ever since Steve Young retired in the late 90s. I know it's been a very, very long time. The only guys I can think of that were franchise quarterbacks for a little bit were maybe Alex Smith later on in his career with the 49ers, Jimmy Garoppolo for a bit when he was healthy. You could make a case for Kaepernick, but he only had like 1 or 2 good years, and then when Harbaugh got fired, it just wasn't the same. After that, we really haven't had anybody that could take the lead for at least 5 years, I would say, to be the franchise quarterback like we're seeing in Mahomes boy, Kansas City, or Joe Burrow right now in Cincinnati. Something like that. I'm hoping that Purdy can end all the quarterback issues that we've had in terms of longevity. That's what we need big time. The way the team's positioned, the way the offense is looking with Kyle Shanahan and company, minus Kyle doing anything crazy during games, weird play calling. That's going to be a really, really good offense. It's going to be a fun offense to watch. And really, the 49ers, I think on paper, can be the best team in the NFL. You look at offense and defense, you can arguably say they're top 5 in both sides defense. You could arguably say number 1 for everything, but I shouldn't go too far about that. I should be talking about Brock Purdy. My predictions for him for the whole year. And if I'm looking at predictions in terms of statistics, I think he'll have a great year, but I don't think it'll be the greatest year because I think with just the talent that he has on the field, especially at the running back position, they're going to be running the ball a lot. That's the identity of the 49ers. I feel like Purdy can be a Jimmy Garoppolo type player, but just even better. He can make big plays. He can throw the ball down the field, give it to all the guys that can go deep like Brandon Ayuk and George Kittle. That's what we need from a quarterback. Purdy can do that for the whole 2023 season. If I were to give a stat line for Purdy, I would say about at least 4,000 yards. I think that's pretty reasonable right there. Maybe 3,800 if they're running the ball really effectively with McCaffrey and Purdy doesn't really have to do much. But I'd say on a normal day, 4,000 yards for 2023. Maybe about at least 25, 27 touchdowns, hopefully like 4 or 5 picks. That'd be a pretty reasonable stat line for a quarterback like Purdy. I mean, 30 touchdowns, that'd be awesome right there. As long as he can lower the interceptions, lower the turnovers, I think that's the big thing that we're looking for in a quarterback right now, is just taking care of the ball. The defense is going to carry big time. Hope he Bosa's back really soon with a nice contract. Assuming he is coming back for week 1, keep the turnovers low, let the defense do all the takeaways and getting pressure on the quarterback on the other side. It's going to be really fun, really, really fun. I have a lot of high hopes for Purdy. A lot of you guys do as well. He's been a great story from Mr. Irrelevant, the last pick of the draft, all the way until now. That's great right there. If I had to give a final prediction for what I believe he's going to be placing in terms of what people think that he will be at the end of the year in the regular season, I'd say he could be top 10. I wouldn't say top 5 completely because he doesn't have to carry the team like crazy. I don't think he's going to surpass Joe Burrow or Mahomes boy, maybe even Justin Herbert. I don't know yet. I think he can be right there in the edge of top 5, top 6, around there if he plays really, really well. I know a lot of people outside of San Francisco think I'm crazy or delusional, but hey, Purdy has the talent. He has a good sample size. He has shown that he can be that guy for San Francisco. That's what we're going to roll with right here, right now. Some other things, any final thoughts about our quarterback, man? I don't know. I think that's it, to be honest with you. I'm just so excited for this upcoming season. I can't wait to see what Purdy does in a full season. I think that's what everybody's been looking forward to ever since the NFC Championship game. The way his season ended, that was just pretty sad and pretty disappointing, to be honest with you. I wish he never got hurt in that game. There's always a big what if he was playing the whole game. Will we have won that game? To be honest with you, I can't really answer that question. In my heart, I would like to say yes, but in my head, I don't know, to be honest with you. I would like to think so, but it didn't happen. It didn't happen. We can't really speculate on what ifs and stuff like that. So you just got to move on. Hopefully we can get our revenge against Philadelphia later on in the year. He can ball out. Just ball out. He's the main guy now. This has just been a big turn of events. Last year, we were talking about Trey Lance being the number 1 quarterback. Jimmy Garoppolo was the backup. Purdy was the 3rd quarterback, and he wasn't in anybody's mind, including myself. I knew he was on the roster, but I just didn't think he was going to be the number 1 quarterback coming into this year, 2023. If you asked anybody last year, is he going to be the quarterback in 2023, I think 100% of us would have said no, because it would have been either Jimmy Garoppolo or Lance. Now, both of them are gone. Jimmy went to the Raiders. Trey Lance got traded to the Cowboys. Hopefully that's not a mistake on the 49ers' part to trade him to the Cowboys, because Steve Young even stated himself, don't make a trade to the Dallas Cowboys if you're the 49ers. See Charles Haley. Purdy, I think it's going to work out for the most part, minus any, hopefully no injury issues. I think that's the big thing right there. He looked okay in the preseason, not too bad. I think he's still coming off an injury, but a full week of practice coming up, I'm assuming, for this game against Pittsburgh. That's going to help out a lot. This is going to be a really good test for him. The Pittsburgh defense is very, very good, I would say. They have a lot of great pieces led by TJ Watt, and that defensive line, they look really good. I'm hoping for a good smash mouth football by then, and hopefully the rest of the year can just line up. He can have a lot of good games, hopefully, preferably 3 to 4 touchdowns and no interceptions. That would just be a dream for us 49er fans, right? That's pretty much it, you guys. Please let me know what you guys think about Purdy. What are your final statistics for him for the 2023 season? And where would you rank him as your prediction at the end of the year? Is he going to be the best quarterback? Is he going to be top 5, top 10? Is he going to suck and be in the bottom 5? Hopefully not, but if you guys predict that, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments below. If you guys like this per usual, like and subscribe. That'd be much appreciative, and I hope to catch you guys up more this weekend when I make final predictions for the 2023 season, final records, everything like that. Monday and Tuesday, we can get down to business and actually talk about the games. Just have a good time, because it's one of my favorite times of the year to talk about other teams, and other teams caught me on my channel just having a great discussion for the most part, minus people thinking that I'm an idiot, which I guess I am, to be honest with you. We're all idiots because we don't work for an executive office. We're not a coach for any of these teams. We don't really know anything. We honestly don't even know what's going on in the organization until they announce it publicly. That's how I feel. And if somebody calls me an idiot, then I would agree with them, because that's why I'm talking on a microphone instead of doing the actual job of an executive or a coach or anything like that. That's it, guys. Thank you guys so much for listening to this. Hope you guys enjoyed this face cam, and I hope to catch you guys up this weekend even more. Bye, guys. Love y'all. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, rest of your night. Go Niners all day.